People always say you shouldn't eat your feelings, and I agree with that in principle. But have you ever tried a feeling? Feelings are delicious. That's what no one is ever honest about. Feelings are so good, and they go with everything. Nervous about losing your job? Add a side of dipping feelings to that situation. Global pandemic that's got the whole world upside down? Season it with some feelings. Anxious that your kids are going to forget how to read and end up riding the rails like a hobo with a stick and a red and white handkerchief they've tied into a bundle because they dropped out of school in the 4th grade? Sprinkle some feelings on top of that. There's really no situation that can't be enhanced with a little bit of feelings. Feelings are delicious, but on the other side of this, and there's always another side of this, you're going to be glad that you ate less feelings. So am I. So the question then becomes, what do we do with all those extra feelings? Because you have extra feelings. Everyone does. You're supposed to. We're in the middle of the largest health and economic crisis most of us have dealt with in at least the last decade. If you told me you didn't have more feelings now than you did in January, I'd say you're crazy. So what do we do with all those extra feelings? My initial plan was to take them out on Pringles. I've been wearing out Pringles. A single human shouldn't be able to eat as many Pringles as I've eaten. I mean, I feel like I'm doing my part for the Pringles Corporation, founded and owned by Mike Pringle. You've probably seen his face on the can. That mustache is so thick and so luxurious that it's very expensive to maintain. And I've been helping with my Pringle consumption. But eventually I said, okay, I need to put all these extra feelings somewhere else. So I've started to do 2 things, and really 3 things that I think are helpful. I started with 2 and I added a 3rd. The first one is I've been writing my feelings. The second one is I've been talking my feelings. The 3rd one is I've been walking my feelings. Now, I wanted so badly for write to rhyme. Like, I thought about maybe I'll say, walk your feelings, talk your feelings, chalk your feelings. But what kind of advice is that? Like, you would have seen through that so quickly. That feels really Amish, like chalk your feelings. No one's going to go out and get chalk. Like, you can always tell when a writer or a speaker has added a 3rd one that doesn't fit and we crammed it in because we love the rhyme. But those are the 3 things I've been doing. I've been writing, I've been talking, and I've been walking. I've been writing in my journal right now more than I ever did before the pandemic. Big thoughts, small thoughts, silly fears, real fears, everything in between. I'm capturing it all. There's 0 calories in writing. That's one of my favorite parts about writing. 0. It's like celery. It's a celery activity. Now, this is the notebook I use. It's called the Electrum 1917 dot grid. Comes in black. You're probably thinking, but it doesn't come in red. It comes in red. But it doesn't come in green. It comes in green. But it doesn't come in silver with neon. It does. I love these notebooks. They're my favorite in the world. You can get them on Amazon. They're not that expensive. So I've been writing down a lot. I'm also talking about my feelings with my wife, Jenny, with my family, with my parents, with my friends. Just because you have to self-isolate doesn't mean you should go into isolation. Just because you have to hide out at home doesn't mean you should hide out. You need to connect with other people. I had a great hour-long phone call today with another public speaker named Ryan so that we could brainstorm ideas about what are we going to do when nobody's booking events because of Corona. And it was a great conversation. So I've been talking. The last one is I've been walking. I've been going for walks. I've been trying to get outside. Even just a lap around our yard does wonder. I need endorphins. I need vitamin D. And so I've been walking my feelings. It's not easy. It's not. Stress eating is a real thing. We even have a whole category of food called comfort foods. Comfort foods. Broccoli, on the other hand, is hard and cold and unforgiving. It doesn't love you like chowder in a bread bowl does. Bread bowls, they understand you. Bread bowls won't judge you. Bread bowls, they get you. Only eventually they don't. And then your pants won't. And now I got to rhyme full circle. Don't eat your feelings. Write your feelings, talk your feelings, walk your feelings. Have a great rest of your day.